This is the anti-hustle path to 1 million plus in your business. Personally, I can't stand the idea of the hustle culture. Have I worked my backside off at times? Hell yes. I gave myself a stomach ulcer at 25 years old, doing 70-hour, 80-hour weeks sometimes. I've done a ton of 7-day weeks, a ton of 30-day months. I've worked 4, 5, 6 months in a row without taking a single freaking day off before. And I can tell you, I ain't a fan. I don't like it. I think life is for living, and whilst your business needs you to step up and crank at times, I think it's darn healthy and sensible to maintain wonderful relationships in your life, maintain your health and peace of mind, have downtime, enjoy recreation, and not just live to build your business only. So I've got 3 simple principles for you that you should adhere to, in my humble opinion, if you don't want to do the hustle. And let me just clarify something. Gary Vaynerchuk's out there advocating hustle, and there's other people that do sometimes as well. But let's be real, it's about personality. Yeah, I've got a dear friend of mine who runs a really successful business, and until recently, he's just started to take a little bit more time back, but until recently, he was working 12 hours a day, Monday to Friday, on call, doing things at weekends, etc. for his business. And the truth is, he loves being active. So it's all about personality. But if you don't want to be active in your business, if you love 60, 70, 80-hour work weeks, if you thrive in the activity like Gary Vaynerchuk does, good for you, you go do it. If you're more like me, where I appreciate the nice leisurely dog walks with my wife, I love going to the gym, I love going and sitting in cafes, I like reading books, I like going for hikes, I like time with friends and family, I like to travel, I like to go on holiday with my family a lot. If you're like me and you don't want your business life to swamp your personal life completely, then these principles are for you. So number 1, it's an obvious one, but it's so important, is prioritization. Listen, it's so important as a business owner that you get absolute clarity on what is a priority in your business. A, for your team to be focused on and present to, and B, for yourself to be focused on and present to. And sometimes they're 2 different things. You might need your team working on stuff over there while you work on stuff over here. But you as a business owner, it's critical that you prioritize, because here's the mistake most business owners make, especially the ones that struggle. And when I speak to business owners who are at 2, 3, 400 grand turnover, maybe 5, and they really do want to push to the next level, they'd love to have a $1 million plus turnover business, and they'd love to build it and create more opportunity for their team and impact more lives through the martial arts or dance or yoga or CrossFit, whatever it is they're teaching and preaching every week. And the biggest issue I see with those business owners, because I talk to them all the time, is they aren't clear or anywhere near it on what the priorities of the business actually are and where they need to be placing their time, energy, attention, and focus, and their financial resources, their team's resources, any other resources they've got. They procrastinate, they go spend 6 hours on a thing over there that's not important at all to the business, or they take 6 hours to do something that is important, but they could have got it wrapped up in an hour. They just don't have clarity and prioritization in place. If you want a training on this, I've done a training called the 5 Needle Movers. It's on my YouTube channel. Just go search through my videos. You'll find the 5 Needle Movers. I'd strongly recommend you watch that. And in that video, I teach the 5 needle movers that we use in our business for where we need to and want to spend our time, where the business most needs our time, focus, and energy, and then our team's time, focus, and energy as well. So the 5 needle movers are, I'll share them really quickly with you here. I'm not gonna explain them in depth. You can go watch my other training for that. Needle mover number 1, new members in the front door. Priority 1 above everything. Needle mover number 2, upgrade your members. So you get your members to participate in other things beyond just training in your classes. Needle mover number 3, developing your team. Training and developing your team and upskilling them for their journey. Needle mover number 4, developing you, your own personal development. The books, the seminars, the courses, your mindset, get rid of all your limits, move yourself forwards, develop you. And needle mover number 5, your own ability to deliver the product that your whole business is based on. Whether it's martial arts, dance, yoga, CrossFit, whatever, is keep refining and getting better at teaching and delivering that product to your members. Get those done before you go over and do the stuff that really isn't a priority, and you'll watch your business flourish and grow like you can't even imagine. Number 2, automated leverage. It's your job as the business owner to watch carefully your input into the business and everyone else. What is it they're doing? Where are they spending their time? We live in this wonderful world of AI as a great example right now. AI can do a ton of things as an example. So it's really incumbent upon us, if we want the anti-hustle path to 1 million plus. We don't want to bust 60, 70-hour work weeks. We need to absolutely prioritize what needs to get done. And now we need to automate, leverage it. It's so important that we look at all the systems and processes, because I can guarantee you this, if you've got team members, they will be massively underproducing for your business, guaranteed, especially if you're around 2, 3, 4, 500,000 revenue. How do I know that? A, human nature. B, because they'll be doing things that take them 6 hours that AI could have done in 20 minutes for them. But you haven't investigated the AI software to be able to go in and make that happen, and thus you're stuck paying someone for 6 hours to do something that could have been done in 10 minutes. Here's a great example. AI now will build you a website in 10 to 15 minutes, and it will build you a quality website. I asked AI a couple of days ago, I want to build a dashboard where my franchisees can just put their weekly stats in. It's just really, really simple. And then it creates all graphs and a digital dashboard and everything for me so I can see everything clearly every single day, be updated. Built that for me in about 12 minutes, ready to go. If I had asked someone to build that, I'd have had to have lots of conversations about how I wanted it to look and feel, back and forth. I'd have had to pay someone to do it. It would have taken time and days on end for them to go do it and figure it out, even if they did have the know-how. So automated leverage, start assessing all the work your team are doing, and you included, and just simply ask yourself this question. Is there a way we can automate or leverage this work? Let's have a look. That person's doing that stuff. It's taken them 10 hours of their working week to do it. Is there another way, that thing that's taken them 10 hours, is there another way we could do it that would cost them less hours or take it off their plate entirely? And when we start assessing the business in that way, you'll be amazed at how much time and effort you start saving, because I guarantee your team aren't going to do it for you generally, unless you've built that culture, which is super high level business, and you're probably not there right now. So your team aren't going to go do it for you, so you have to be driving that. Always be quizzing and assessing. What do your team do? Where do they spend their hours? And then is there a way we can pull those hours back by automating, leveraging that role to AI or to other software or system? So the third one is empowered delegation. And I've put the word empowered on the front because it's not just delegation, because in my experience, people, when they delegate to their team, here's my experience of most owners of dance, gymnastics, martial arts, yoga, Pilates, CrossFit. Whenever I speak to them, whenever people are quite small businesses, turning over 100, 200, 300, 400 grand, that sort of range, when they think they've delegated properly to someone, 95 times out of 100, they haven't. And here's what I mean, is they've sat the person down and they've given them a bit of training and told them what they want them to do, and now they expect that person to be perfect, never have any challenges, and they just get it. They expect that person to think like them, to make it better, to evolve it, and rarely does that happen. What does happen ordinarily is the owner pulls back then, they don't even look at it, they don't coach, they don't mentor that person, and they end up with the person doing a subpar job, and then they get frustrated with the person and they kind of moan, or there's a bit of a tone in the voice when they're trying to correct their behavior, and they end up with a discouraged, despondent team member who's in that state never going to do a good job for the business. That's what normal delegation looks like by most people. Sit them down for an hour, train them on the thing, off they go. They should just have it all and figure it all out and never need me again. That's kind of level one, terrible delegation. What you want to do is empower people through delegation. And that means we train them, then we mentor them, we do the job alongside them, we show them it in action, we make sure they're competent and good at it. They go away, we give them clear guidelines, KPIs or scorecard, like there's measurements to how well they do their job. We check in with them maybe weekly initially, maybe it's fortnightly once they get a bit better, maybe monthly later on. They produce statistics of how they're performing in their job. Like there's a process we take someone through. We don't just say, here you go, here's an hour's training, get on with it, and expect it all to be perfect and wonderful. If you do that, you're heading for a disaster and you're heading for headaches, trust me. We need to walk with that person, coach them, guide them, mentor them, hold them to account, check in, coach them again, feedback loops. When we kind of take that process in, now we're doing empowered delegation. I know the first version I described feels exciting and easy, is why most people go to it, because they think, well, I'll just spend an hour because I'm busy and then it's done. Great, it's off my hands. I don't have to do anything anymore. Not a great way to lead, never works or rarely works. Maybe like 1 in 20 people just run with it and are good. The other 19 will struggle, they'll have issues. And if you haven't got a process and a system of mentorship and coaching and KPIs and scorecards, etc., to keep them on track, and you're there for them and they feel the support from you or another senior team member or whoever it is, if those things aren't in place, you haven't done empowered delegation, you've done like basic rubbish delegation. So there you have it. 3 simple principles for you. If you want to escape the hustle culture, if you want to do the anti-hustle version to get your business through this ceiling you're stuck at now or about to be stuck at, 2, 3, 4, 500,000, that sort of range, and you want to push to the million, there's your 3 simple principles. And if you want more training like this, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go check out the other videos where I share all the knowledge of everything we've done to build our business to 2.5 million, over 2,500 members, 18 franchisees, and still growing.